is the voice of Allah, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you.
Mr. Walton, can you tell me what they look like? Can you tell me how many of them there were? Were you getting food? Injection? It's important the entire world learns of your experience.
That's enough.
Mr. Chambers, don't get on that ship. Back to the book. To serve man. It's a cookbook.
Unwanted thoughts the person's afraid of leads a ritual.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
I woke up in a dirty metal dome and 40 little gray aliens watched me pee in a steel bowl.
I'm in the can. I ate a closed pistachio.
Guess who's back?
Oh,
Back for episode 5.
Stone Cold's back.
the Sacred Coal. What's going on?
You can't change your name to the Sacred Cold.
Well, I don't know. You guys changed my name.
That was just the one
you
episode.
guys like you do it
That's-
interchangingly.
No, that's what we call the episode.
Oh, okay, that works.
But you are Stone Cold. So
Yeah.
how you doing, man?
Good yourself.
Pretty good, man.
Right on. I'm happy to be back for this next episode.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's going to be on aliens. What do you think about aliens?
Yeah.
Do you believe in them?
I believe the possibility that there can be them out there.
Yeah.
I've had one experience. It's kind of funky, but other than that, who the fuck knows?
Well, we'll talk about that today, I guess.
All right, yeah.
So in that intro, that had a little clip in the very beginning of the broadcast interruption.
Oh yeah.
That was Verlon over the Ashtar Galactic Command, just giving you a sweet little warning. On November 26, 1977. Do you think that was real, or do you think that was a hoax?
I don't know. It's pretty weird that during the time, it'd be far-fetched for it to be a hoax. It's hard to replicate that at that time. Like, what the hell? Who would do that? Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Max,
we were talking about
Max Headroom had a little shit like that.
Yeah?
They just...
Are you going to play it? Do you have it?
Yeah, I have a little more. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
For many years you have seen us as lights and shadows. We speak to you now to service things we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world and the beings on other worlds around you.
Yeah, they're worried about us and then the beings on their worlds.
So somehow
Because
we
it's
affect
some
them.
fuckery we're doing. Yeah.
I guess our planet, if we destroyed ours, it could have a chain reaction.
Maybe.
So you think that could be real, or is that a hoax? What do you
I
think?
mean, it could be real.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just... I really like the infinite ice expanse flat earth one, where it's just pockets of land inside of a never-ending ice. And if we fuck something up, maybe it screws up something over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you never
butterfly
know.
effect.
I don't know. That one's good, though.
Everything's working with each other. But, I don't know. Thanks for the warning, I guess. Too bad we haven't heated it very well.
No, we haven't done shit.
No. They were like, ha.
I mean, not many.
Forgot
Did you
it.
know about that before we
No,
showed
I had
you?
no idea.
See, I mean, there's
I
a lot of people
was
that
born
don't.
in 94.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the Ashtars. Those guys look like there's a Nordic race of aliens that are, I don't know, I would say about human-looking with long white hair, blue eyes, I think, 7 feet tall. The best description of these guys is right here. They generally excrete thick urine familiar to crude oil. That's my
powers our
favorite.
cars,
That's
man.
my favorite one. I don't know who
Nice.
got that little thing, but that little fun fact.
Like a fucking transformer popping his lid.
But that could have been those guys. old Whitey.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that Nordics are here on this planet right now, working with us or against us. Who knows?
Giving us crude oil.
They could be.
Create some gasoline.
That's pretty easy.
Oh, man.
It's a good moneymaker right there.
Owners of all the major car companies.
You don't even have to get off the couch.
Right?
Well, yeah, I don't know if Jack Parsons met with one of them in 1946. He did a bunch of rocket research. Maybe jet fuel is just Nordic piss.
Think they're helping him out, giving him the formula?
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know if Jack Parsons is the one that has the weird headstone. Might be someone else. L. Ron Hubbard claims he met with one of them at one point. Founder of the Church of Scientology. Don't know. How about reptilians?
Those are the scary ones, right?
Yeah, they're obviously a human-looking lizard creature that can shapeshift.
Like 4 to 15 feet tall or something like that?
Yeah, 7 to 15 feet tall, depending on, maybe it's just little baby teenagers running around, causing a muck. Little 7-foot-tall teenagers.
And where did they come from?
Where did the adults go?
The fuck was it? The Draco?
Draco constellation?
And maybe even the Inner Earth?
So is that somewhere around Orion's belt?
I don't know.
I think it's somewhere around there.
I don't know. I only know the Big Dipper.
Yeah, those are apparently the ones that are controlling the Illuminati, right?
Maybe they're just working with them. They got that nice R complex going with the fucking emotionless Illuminati, the so-called elite.
If for some reason that's true, who's controlling the reptilians?
Well, that's true. I don't know.
Could be the AI god.
Did
you ever hear that one?
The AI god?
Oh, yeah.
Thinking that there was something created?
Yeah, there's an AI god that's slowly taking over planet to planet all throughout the universe.
If that was a thing, we would never notice it.
It's happening right now. Look at your cell phones and everything.
We're being transported across the galaxy with a bunch of other planets in tow.
Yeah.
Futurama episode.
The AI god's here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, if they are real, I don't want to meet one.
But I'm saying we wouldn't have a clue until they come and harvested us.
Yeah.
For our
now, if you had to
teeth, I don't know.
And you're meeting an alien, would it be a Nordic, a reptilian, maybe the mantis fuckers?
Or like an
yeah,
ET
I think I'd like to meet the mantis.
You think you go with the mantis?
I think I would. It would definitely be scary. I'd be shocked, of course, but I would like to see one for sure. I mean, I love praying mantis.
What was the one that you were saying that travels in orbs?
Those are the blue avians.
The blue avians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are what are they? About 8 feet tall, supposedly 7th dimension beings, and they look like giant blue birds.
They look like giant blue birds?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's according to Corey Good. I don't even know if anybody mentioned that before him.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear of blue avians before that whole thing?
No one's heard of the blue chickens before this guy with his weird
he's
curly
got
mullet.
The blue chicken cult now.
Yeah, the
blue
chicken
chicken farms and stuff. The big old chicken.
He's got a story. We'll get to him, I think, a little later.
Yeah, got a little more.
Let's go back to the mantis. 9 feet tall, somewhat resembling a praying mantis. Do you think they would have samurai arms? Like they just swipe you up?
I think they
would.
Like
which part are somewhat? Do they have the abdomen?
The whole thing is just a big fucking praying
mantis.
mantis.
A big ass praying mantis that is but intelligent.
Yeah,
it's very intelligent.
Very, very.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would be able to dent a car hood. You know,
you
guys play Pokemon, right?
Maybe straight cut
like
into
Scyther.
Because insects.
Oh, there you go.
Like Scyther, yes,
it's just the same.
But
fuck that! I wouldn't want to meet.
Think about
I'd rather, if I had to, I'd meet a gray. I think I could fuck up a gray.
No, dude.
Skinny little fucking arms.
They're supposed to be telepathic too.
All right, well, they don't want to get up in this head.
They'll make you piss your pants.
That's fine. That's my defense, anyways. If I get in a fight, I just pee myself.
Back away.
Yeah, you touch. You're gonna touch pee.
I peed myself. Try and find me now.
Yeah, a lot of people say that our bacteria on normal humans is bad to them. So
I just come up and give them a hug.
Like yeah.
Take my shirt off, run at them.
Yeah.
My man tits all in their fucking face.
That's why I always keep cups of water around my room just in case.
Oh, easy signs.
Swing away.
Well, yeah, like the Greys with the whole Betty and Barney Hill story, right? And it didn't seem like they could really fight back at all.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even think they remembered it at first. They had to have hypnosis or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think
just to remember it.
Not therapy. Yeah, some. Was that what it's called? Hypnosis.
I think so.
No, it's
yeah, where you regress or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, hypnosis. Recreate, and then Betty got a star map.
Yeah, that's right.
And then somebody else somewhere down the road came up with the same star map. It's like, oh yeah, this is somewhere in the, what the hell is it, Zeta Reticuli, something or other complex of
grays.
stars.
So there could be short or tall grays, right? 3 to 7 feet, I think.
Now, if I had to fight one, I'd go with the tall one. I think they'd be a little more lean.
You know, fight,
You ever fight a little guy? They're fucking scrappy.
Like little
Yeah, you can
monkeys,
take
man.
the legs out under the tall motherfucker.
Sweep the leg on that little fucker.
I imagine them being really slow too.
Just right, real skinny, real slow.
Maybe if they
and then
if
you
they
surprise
caught me,
you,
there's no weight behind the hit. You know,
touch them and their skin fucking burns you automatically. You get freaking out.
It'd probably be one of those things though where you actually hit one and then they fell so hard you actually feel bad after it.
Oh,
You just
damn, I
murdered
shouldn't
this
have
beautiful
done-
creature, and it was just super easy to kill.
You were just trying to say hi.
oh, like you ever seen John Carter?
Yeah.
A little bit of it.
Yeah.
Socked the shit out of that dude and killed him because he's all like from Earth and is supposed to be stronger or whatever.
It's kind of
Not
like the
bad.
Superman effect, like the planet. He was strong on that
Oh
planet.
yeah. It's because your planet's a little smaller. All of a sudden, you could just jump like a mile in the air.
Yeah, the gravity was like half the time, half of it.
I'm not talking shit. I watched that movie like 6 times.
It's good.
So.
It's pretty good.
You can't really judge everything though. Like I think with aliens, it's just like it is here with our races. There's a light and a dark side to all races as well. There might be
that's
a
getting
mantis
racist.
being or a reptilian or something like that, but
They're not all
I mean,
bad.
who knows if
necessarily
they're good or bad? Yeah,
Or
we can't
maybe
really
they
say.
are.
No, they're
Or maybe, well, like, say, they're here. They don't want us to know. Maybe it is. Maybe you are being farmed.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a bigger picture, and we don't want to accept it.
You think we're like the filet mignon of the universe?
I don't know. There's not a
Fatten
lot
up
of
some
meat on
humans.
us, honestly.
I mean, there's a lot of meat on some of us.
Well, compared to other animals on the planet, though. Like, yeah, on some of us, yeah. But is that good meat? Do they want the real lean ones? They want a lot of fat content?
I've
Maybe
only
it's just
I've only
variety.
heard of them taking us or cows. They're thick.
Damn, that boy thick.
Yeah, but if they were after that, they'd be like taking all the salmon out of the sea. Well, I mean, maybe
I don't
they
think
are.
they're eating meat.
Nobody would be able to know if they were taking that.
They're feeding off your emotions.
You think that? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're taking something that we can't see, or
Yeah, your fear.
like our field and
Like
fear,
the fucking
fear.
dude from Jeepers Creepers
Fucking
open up that weird nose
Monsters,
hole,
Inc.
smelling your fear.
Oh,
Monsters,
yeah.
Inc.
Yeah,
Scream
Monsters, Inc.,
Tanks,
same thing.
Power, the UWTV Universal
Hey,
Will to Become.
those weren't
Ooh.
those aliens or monsters, and that's what they were doing was harvesting kids' fear.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about this, Cole? When we get back to the Greys,
Yeah.
they say that the Greys. Actually, I think they've told us this, that they are us in the future, and they had to come backward because they, I guess, kept going too far with the cloning, and then they lost the ability to reproduce. So they came back, and they're trying to abduct us and figure out how to do this again.
Because they're stuck.
How to install that back into their genes again.
All right. So in the future, they're dying off. But for us,
Too much inbreeding over there.
I guess so.
Cloning of a clone of a clone of a clone.
Yep.
Is that what
You're
happened?
gonna lose the ability. I mean,
why would
after
they,
a
what
while,
was the gain of cloning though?
I mean, you can live forever. Transfer your
Oh.
consciousness over, and you
Cool.
just keep going.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, who knows? He could be living in
Michael
Zeta
Jackson.
Reticuli now too.
Well, he said he was gonna live forever when someone asked him, "Why are you buying a golden sarcophagus? You gonna get buried in?" He goes, "Haha, it's fun. I'm gonna live forever."
Right. Altered Carbon. You guys seen that one?
I just got like
saw it
4
on there.
episodes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it.
Oh, I love it.
New stacks.
I watched it a long time ago. It was
Or
great.
a sleeve.
Yeah,
right?
it's a stack.
Yeah, it is.
Or it's-
No, you're the stack. You're
You're
going
the
to a
stack,
sleeve.
You're going to a sleeve. Yeah.
That's fucking interesting.
That's feasible. Like, I mean, I'm saying, with all the stuff we've done, it will probably be feasible. Download most of your memory. Get rid of what you don't want to keep.
I don't
Pass it all
know.
to a new vessel.
Where's your consciousness at? You can't just
Exactly.
poke
Well-
it and get over. You know.
That's where we figure out if it is, or do you just go back and it's just a basic, if it does work.
You
Well,
think
yeah.
your
What is
brain's
a
a
soul?
receiver for this consciousness?
I don't know what
Is
yeah.
it here or
Well, I mean,
is it somewhere else?
everything has to happen up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's our thinking organ. Dolphins and whales have much larger brains and they do all sorts of things other animals can't. And
Yep.
so do we.
Think of it like this: a radio.
Yeah.
You turn it on. Talk radio, whatever. Crappy jazz comes out of it. The radio doesn't make it doesn't make the signal.
You're right.
It's just an antenna. It grabs the signal, lets you hear it. Maybe your brain and spinal cord and brainstem is just an antenna to catch like a multi-dimensional frequency, and then you just experience it in 3 dimensions. How about
Like your
that?
higher self sending this bitch back down to you.
And then you can like work your way up into higher, more complex dimensions, but not in this meat sock, not in this meat sleeve.
Because we're just a sine wave. We're just a signal being planted into this vessel.
Yeah, the vessel's just the radio to catch the signal and let you hear it.
So that we're radio in that sense.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Well, no, that was. I mean,
something's broadcasting us.
If you think it would, but why are we constantly in this, and why don't we constantly change, move to something else?
We do.
Maybe we do.
That's multiple lives.
So that would be after death. So then, it'd be conscious energy or a wave that somehow transfers to another vessel.
Yeah, maybe.
Or doesn't. And
just another radio turns on after this one got thrown out of a window because the same song keeps playing.
Yeah. Like I said about the Greys, if you can just make a clone of yourself somehow, you can transfer that consciousness
and figure out how to capture it and replant it. Yeah.
I mean,
think about ghosts. Think about the ones that never found a vessel. They're just stuck out there for so long. They learn to do things.
I mean, you say you play video games. Are you the type where you play every single game and you get every single thing done you possibly can?
I do my best, but no, I'm not that dedicated.
No,
I do my best. I mean, okay, I'll take that back. Spyro, I got every jewel.
Some of these Greys, they just want to experience everything here. Maybe
because
that's
they
what
have
happened.
the time and they're bored.
They got a hard on for the 3
new
dimensions.
Game
Well, you know what, Greys, sack up and
move on.
Experience death like the rest of us.
Don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna abduct
Get
you
out
now,
here.
man.
Oh, I know. Oh, hey, well, I'll introduce him to the new experience.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you asked me if I would attack one. Like now, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Throw some fucking bows on them.
You can go to bed with your shotgun tonight, huh?
What do you mean? I got my Glock right there.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Well, here. How about here, I'm gonna fuck it up. Antonio Villas-Boas?
I think so. Villas-Boas or Villas-Boas.
I don't know. Brazilian farmer claimed to have been abducted by extraterrestrials in '57. That was before Betty and Barney Hill. I think this guy was out there.
He reported it a year later, though. I think.
Okay, so fucking 56. My dad was fucking 2 years old. He probably heard the story.
Yeah, he probably did.
So the dude reported it 2 years later after it happened?
I think it was a year later.
Huh.
Yeah, he was out there.
Terrified as shit.
I don't know what he was farming.
He was like, man, people are going to think I'm crazy. They're going to put me in a home.
Yeah, he was out there, I think, with his brother the first time, right? And he saw some lights.
Yeah, or maybe he went out there alone the second time or whatever.
And second time.
Some weird red light came. Yep. And then he's in like some old school 50s John Deere tractor. And he ain't outrunning this one. They fucking catch up to him and suck him up. I think he was the guy that they made him. They covered him in some alien KY, and some
nice alien jelly.
Yeah.
Some was it like
some
white
AY?
it was like a Nordic, right?
Yeah,
a Nordic chick
like
with red pubes and red armpit hair.
I think it was actually Grays
Oh, man.
that picked him up.
I wouldn't mind being abducted now.
No.
Bring it on.
Yeah, no.
Well, they forced fucked him.
Well,
I guess that's called rape.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, he wanted it,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
From the sound of these stories, he wanted it.
They read his mind. They figured out who he wanted.
Yeah.
He did, man. She was biting his chin and everything. He was all into it.
I'm gonna be
honest.
yeah.
Were you there?
No, he tells the story, man.
He's like all in. He's like.
You could read what he was saying, yeah.
Oh, I love you. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they did a quickie, and then she's like, oh, rubbing her belly like, you fucking knocked me up, bro.
She points up to the sky too. Like, am I gonna raise this baby in the sky now?
What? You guys read Sirens?
I'm coming back for child support.
Yeah, I wonder what that would cost.
Shoot.
Galactic child support?
Jesus.
We don't even have that currency.
That's got to be paid in gold and silver.
It's got to be paid in other children.
And there's another dude. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. It sounds kind of weird. Peter, what'd you say, Corey?
I'd say Corey, yeah.
Khoury.
It's just a dumb way to spell Corey.
Yeah, well, someone's got to be, unique.
Someone's got to be original,
Yeah.
right? Stupid parents.
In 92, he same thing, same like identical thing, except it was like the same like redheaded chick with red pubes and red armpit hair, and then like an Asian lady, fucking naked. I don't know what her armpit hair.
Well,
they don't
they
don't really say that one,
the thing
but
about redheads and stuff, they're dying off. Like they're a
that's
mutation.
what they say. I'm
that's
not
what they
buying that.
say, but I mean they are pretty rare.
But they,
like you have red hair, but you're not. I mean, you're kind of you're right. You're ginger.
yeah, a little bit. Well, not in my head, just the chin.
You're right.
Cole's
like
talking
Bernie
about
Skyler ain't
3
doing
anonymous
like
redheads.
Bright red. Pale, just like.
Yeah, that's pale and white, or pale and red.
White. Pale and red, blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this guy got boned down by I think the white chick. Like I think he wasn't feeling good. Yeah, she's just like she went to the closet and then just opened up the blinds, just freaked out in there.
Probably taking pictures.
But the white chick boned this dude down and like forced his mouth on her titty and he bit her fucking nipple.
What?
And then a piece of her nipple got stuck in his mouth.
And
he's walking around like he got a popcorn kernel stuck in his throat, just going for like 3 or 4 days, and then finally
that'd
fucking
be
spit
over
it
for
out.
me.
What?
But My man was uncircumcised and had one of her crazy pubes jammed in his foreskin.
That
After she did the same thing, you knocked me up, bro, rubbing her belly. And then they disappeared.
How'd they know about the pube? Did they find it? Or
He
is
said
it-
his fucking dick hurt, and he was a fucking... Maybe he's going down to Jake it, and he's like, oh shit, a
he's like,
fucking
that's
giant
fine.
red pube in there.
I haven't
They
showered.
put it in
I haven't showered since the abduction. That was
Yeah,
a
right?
good time. Hey, check this out.
Do
Fucking
some
little
samples on that bitch.
little memorabilia. Let me put this in this jar right here.
Yeah, they did. They took it or whatever. He put it in a bag, and then he analyzed it later on. It was like a rare piece of, I don't know, lineage somewhere up in the Scandinavian area.
I don't know. The dude
but like
sounds
super
a freak to
rare.
me.
It's a currency in some places.
That pube still being cycled around the dark web. But yeah, coughed consistently because he had this chick's titty in his mouth still.
Not a bad story. I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, I think he was pissed.
I'd be upset too.
I don't know if he was the lawyer
Where's
too,
my
or
baby boy?
or what his fucking deal was, but he didn't like it. But yeah, this is, red puby aliens, Nordic aliens, raping dudes, which is weird. I don't know why you gotta fuck them. Can't you just knock them out and, or just, they'll probably be willing to
Well, I
jake
mean,
it
why
for
not?
you. You know,
Yeah. They don't have to rape us.
are they behind the fucking
Just-
sperm banks?
All
Like,
they gotta do, they just
could be,
explain
man.
it to us. Be like, all right,
let me help
I'm
you out.
game. Yeah, I'm game.
Bring your friend.
Yeah. Like how many times a day? Okay.
Oh, just this once? Mm.
Maybe not. I can
Let's
do
go
it.
with the bi-weekly schedule,
It's
huh?
got to be at least 4 or 5. Oh, I'm out of here.
Travis Walton's probably the famous abduction case. An American forestry worker was abducted 5th of November 1975 in Snowflake, Arizona, just out in the hills or the woods, cutting a bunch of shit down. I don't know what he was doing, but if you watch the movie Fire in the Sky, he like runs out to the fucking light and is trying to, like, I don't know, be a nice,
Nice.
trying to be a cool guy, and the fucking thing, like, I don't know, throws him and then knocks it out. And the guys take off, and he gets abducted by aliens. Wakes up with the fucking, let's see, the movie has him like being just like, wakes up in some weird jelly shit and floating around, and the aliens throw him on a surgical table and start fucking with him. In the book, if I'm not mistaken, it goes, he wakes up with like this weird metal thing over his belly with a bunch of multicolored light going on, and he was in like just extreme fucking pain every time he moved. He was just fucking pain, but managed to throw it off, recover for a minute, and then start walking around this fucking metallic ship. Sat in like the fucking captain's chair, fucking like moved a ball around. You could see the whole universe moving around him. And then I think he was just escorted out by 2 human-looking aliens. So I think maybe the Greys did the dirty work, and then the Nordics were over there fucking with him, because they're supposed to be responsible for 25% of all abductions.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard some of the Greys could actually be some android-looking things too.
Oh, fuck that.
You know, they could just be
I'm
like
not down with aliens or robots.
Yeah, they could just be controlled. Let's go abduct this guy real quick.
So, I think, here we go with the fucking Greys. Did the insectoid fucking manus fuckers make the Greys and then use them as their, like, I know it's like supposed to be us in the future, but the other one, isn't it, they made them as like probes, or, you know, go out and check this out for us, and then you can telepathically communicate with other people. That way you don't have to know their language. You could just,
It's a receiver from one to another.
and then, you know, maybe they just buy them at a fucking galactic swap meet.
Yeah.
And they get 2 of them Greys.
Well, yeah, because I've heard the reptilians can control
Oh.
them, then the insectoids, like you said, and I mean probably all of them.
Yeah, I think
You know,
that,
just-
I don't know, that might be a little cooler story. to
We're
go
making
with.
robots here today. You know, it's the same exact thing. Just throw a meat suit over it to disguise it.
That's all it is.
Skinwalker.
But you would think you'd make it look more inconspicuous. That thing will stand out.
Maybe that's just durability. You know, it's
Who
like
knows?
it's the Pontiac Aztec of aliens. You know, it's not beautiful, but it'll go anywhere.
Nice.
It's reliable.
Like it.
So what else? Oh, we got there's the Anunnaki too out there, but I think
Probably one of the most interesting, to be honest.
yeah, I was just watching Ancient Aliens too before I came over here for some reason.
I was starting
And the
to watch
guy
that
was
too.
Anunnaki just means visitor from the stars.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's not like a specific race, because you look it up, you get the albino dude from the Prometheus movie, you get that reptilian guy holding the fucking pine cone, an eagle-headed guy, or a bearded dude with pine cones and briefcases and shit. Like, it's not one specific brand is the Anunnaki. It could be like every one of them. But yeah, that's that. Then you get into the whole, did they make humans?
they could be responsible for us.
And if they did, maybe they made Bigfoot.
And if they did, what is the reasoning in general?
Oh, that would be for a whole nother podcast. But a slave race.
Yeah, it could be for
Slave race.
anything slave related.
Work, or maybe we are already we're already doing the work unbeknownst.
Yeah, I don't know. Mining operations of some sort.
Everything, half of our stuff that we use just gets shipped out of here.
Yeah, right.
Off planet.
This is a Rick and Morty episode of energy harvesting.
Bang bang.
Nice.
That's where all of our water's going. That's why the planet's heating up. They're sucking up our clouds.
Oh, if you ever watched Oblivion, that was like an alien race that just had clones of fucking Tom Cruise guarding their little fucking water suckers.
That is true.
But
I mean, it's possible because our main resource would be water.
Whatever, you gotta have the water.
We're pretty blue compared to most planets, if you know what I mean.
Well,
like the only one within our solar
we're like the only one, you know.
Yeah, we're like the only one.
Back to the blue avian here. Your blue
Back
chicken.
to the blue avians.
And your boy Corey Good.
Blue chickens.
Corey Good. That's one of your favorite guys, huh?
Not really. The guy's one hell of a storyteller.
It's pretty hard, right? Yeah.
He's hard to listen to sometimes.
Yeah, in the beginning, especially. If you actually do watch all of it, he's in Cosmic Disclosure. I think he's interviewed by David Wilcock. And
David Wilcock.
You actually do see a progression of Corey Good throughout the entire thing, too.
Yeah, but it's like
to get better and better as they go. But Jay Widener was talking a lot of shit on him, too. You know, saying how slow him and David were, and they were just terrible at this at first. Like, he had to coach him throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, kind of like us right now.
Yeah, exactly. But the blue avians, they were supposed to be 8 feet tall, 7th dimension beings. And they're interdimensional types. They could actually change vibration to match where they want to go. They can go anywhere they want to and just be here. I think they actually choose to make that form, too, to look like a blue bird. They want to look like that.
The fuck?
It's peaceful, maybe. Who knows?
What would you do if you saw a big blue jay that stood about 7 or 8 feet tall?
I'd be pretty scared.
I'd be terrified.
Yeah.
I like to think they're less human looking and they're more
I would definitely try
like
to touch
they're just
it.
like a giant blue ostrich.
Yeah.
That weird head that kind of just looks at you.
What if
The
it
eyes
was
don't
like
blink or
a
anything. You know?
Bird, like completely bird, but just with a human face.
Oh, that'd be even creepier.
Because they want to try and mimic you and make you seem, comfortable.
Maybe human shaped with those 3-clawed fucking feet.
Yeah, and wings.
The backwards,
but like
bending knees.
Like Blue Man Group blue.
They're probably indigo blue.
Indigo blue.
So anyways, getting back to Corey Good. So Corey Good, he was an alleged MILAB, which is a military abductee victim. He describes himself as an IE or intuitive empath. He has precognitive abilities and strong emotional connections to those around him. Corey claims he did remote viewing, traveled via interdimensional portals with the blue avians there. Little blue spheres, remember I was telling you about?
Yeah.
They would come and just show up in his house and pick him up in a blue sphere. But he would have to indicate that he was ready for travel first. So, they would do it on advanced spacecrafts, and he was present at ET Federation meetings and is currently an integral part of the Disclosure movement. Corey claims he was in for a 20-year and back program. He served for 20 years and come back in the original point in time when he left. Corey says he was trained since childhood that some days when he was supposed to be at school, he was accidentally taken to a secret facility to undergo training.
This is
so that could be like the the GATE program in school.
Yeah, but here's one for you. You got the 20 and back. Just what are you taking him for an afternoon for a flight around the stars and get some quick recon in? Like, you can just time regress these people apparently. We just took him for the afternoon. Wipe his brain clean and then apparently. Fucking. Well, I would be like, some days we did this, and then some days we did that. Like,
yeah, he said a lot of the time he was doing his IE training, his intuitive empath training. So they said that he would even sit down in a chair and they would do some kind of weird electric things to his pineal gland. That they were trying to train him to, because he was a lie detector, human lie detector pretty much. So he'd have to go with whoever these people were. That was like secret space program type stuff, right?
Yeah. So is it just humans with this higher technology, or is it humans working with these avians?
Oh, that can go way back. The avians, I guess, I think what he was saying was that they are karmically tied to us. So they're 7th dimension beings. I can talk about the densities real quick. So what Corey's saying is that there's going to be a solar flash eventually. And when the solar flash happens, it's like what the Mayans were talking about every 25,000 years. There's going to be a flash, and then we're going to evolve really quickly. So we're going to move to the next density of life. So I think what Corey was saying was that we're 3rd density beings. So, there's 1st density, and that would be all of your elements, like your rock, your fire, your water, all that stuff. Then you get to the 2nd density of life, and that's when you get to your animals who go mainly off of instinct. we've talked about animals on here quite a bit with you, but they go mainly off of instinct. And then you get to us, the third density of life. We do all those things too. We still have those instinct abilities, but
we also pause and make a choice.
Yeah, we ask why. What the fuck are we doing here? Who is our God? Did somebody make us?
Do I want to do this even though it's wrong?
Yeah. So we can see those different evolutions of consciousness. So with us, there could be a level even higher than us. So what Corey's saying is that when this flash happens with the sun, that we're going to go to that next level. So these blue avians are karmically tied to us somehow. They have to help us and show us the way, kind of a thing, and teach us to be loving, all that kind of stuff. And then we get to move forward, and then they get to move forward in return.
But if we don't stop fucking up, there would be no benefit for either.
Yeah. So,
bro, they need to be working a little harder.
They do. They send us some more messages.
As you can see, this story is way out there.
Get an Instagram account. Jeez.
Oh, it's way the fuck out there.
And it goes further and further as he talks about it.
There you go. They act as a single intelligent entity and are messengers and facilitators of the one infinite creator.
Jeez.
I don't know. And they'll first come to you in a lucid dream. So if you start dreaming about blue chickens,
you're going to get a visit with the blue sphere.
I've never had a blue chicken in my dream, and I hope not too soon. I've never had a chicken in my dream in general. Now I'm going to be
keep a bird shot right next to your bed now, aren't you?
Right? Just, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
Get a little hand cannon, just a
it is way out there, but
never far away.
If you want to hear about it, it's Cosmic Disclosure. It's definitely a wild ride.
So that's just him. That's just Corey Good.
And then you get to see sweet ass Dave Wilcock.
I know. I would really like to check all these out.
You get Wilcock
and
his mile of forehead and his fucking crazy shit. I'm so intellectually superior to everybody else. I can watch these things in real time and decode them. Will somebody close that door? Like, he's just
sorry for this terrible quality.
Sorry, there's somebody out there revving up a motorcycle. It's bothering me. Like, you've got 4 minutes to talk. You just wasted 3 of them.
I'm here sharing the room with my 3 brothers.
Yeah, he's something else.
We just ran out of beer, so it's gonna be an issue.
If you're looking into his autobiography, I think it's the Ascension Mysteries.
Yeah, I think so.
One of those.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you not to get it, but if it's just him talking about how much acid he takes every other fucking day.
Yeah, it's probably the first 80% of the book.
That's too much acid, dude.
The last 2 chapters are actually any kind of
Ascension related.
Anything related to a secret space program or Ascension or consciousness, and I was like, holy shit.
So it's pretty much just a progression of his
and then I'm off doing even more cocaine and fucking
God.
acid and ecstasy and jeez.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Tricked me into it.
It's definitely interesting. But this is all a story, right? We can't really prove any of this shit we're talking about.
No.
Unless you actually do get abducted.
Yeah, then, well...
You can bring a
you
pube
guys
back
wouldn't believe
with
me
you.
anyways.
Bring a pube back to your own stuff.
There you go.
I'm circumcised.
Somebody check my dick for pubes. The tip of it anyways. Or I open your throat, see if you got a piece of nipple stuck in your...
Yeah, check my balls out. Just make sure. You know what? If it happens, I'll bring one back just in case.
There you go.
I'll put it up in my gums or something.
But there are actual incidents that have happened where it's hard to prove that it wasn't aliens. And if it wasn't aliens, then it must have been us, I guess, right? Like, did you ever hear about the UFO Washington flyover? There was a bunch of, I think there were saucer-shaped
You told me about the
UFOs.
LA one.
Yeah, the Battle of Los Angeles. Yeah, but this one, I guess there was a bunch of saucers that just flew over really slowly over Washington, D.C.
Like Independence Day.
Yeah.
Dude, how terrifying!
It's kind of like a flexing
kind of
thing.
example. Yeah, an example of the power that they behold.
Yeah.
And
some people say it was the Gemins.
It might have been the Gemins.
It could have been.
Fucking crowds.
9.
Yeah, that was in 52.
Yep. No, 55.
55. I got here. Boop, 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 boop.
First
July
sighting.
12th to July 29th, 1952. Washington, D.C.
They have different stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
This is Wikipedia, so it's probably not fucking real. It's all disinfo.
But yeah, people actually got photos of that one. And then like the Battle of Los Angeles, like I told you, something just chilled over Los Angeles. And our army came out and gave it everything it had and didn't affect it whatsoever.
And then the only people injured was
the shells from
he shot.
From our military. So that didn't do shit. And then that one just took off. And I don't know if it ever came back again or if that was the only time it was ever seen. But it never fired back. It never showed any sign of attacking whatsoever. And that one was actually in the newspaper. You could look that up and see it yourself.
Yeah, they showed me the pull up of the clip.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. A lot of people don't know about that too. You know, that seems like something pretty important you would teach people in school, you know?
What do you mean, dude? They teach Thanksgiving. They barely teach about what actually happened with the Indians and how America actually became America.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants.
We fucking killed people
Nobody
to
wants
do
to
that.
remember their bloody history.
Yeah.
But how has every empire become what it is? Psh, divide and conquer.
With blood.
Yeah.
Or you could do like the
We're not
Blue
very
Avians are
different.
saying and throw on your hippie shirt.
Yeah. But then there's no progression.
Start just handing out hugs.
I don't know. I'm a hugger.
Yeah, you have one of my favorite people, Wilhelm Reich.
Oh yeah.
In the 50s, this right here, he created an Orgon powered engine and then tried to sell it to the Air Force in Dayton, Ohio. If you don't know what Orgon is, look it up.
It's pretty awesome.
It's good shit.
I've heard of it.
But that's just, I don't know, I wouldn't say that's free energy like Tesla was doing, but it changes, I don't know, like negative ions to bond with whatever is fucking floating around. I don't know, it's pretty cool. But in 54, he already had engines like that. So if these flyovers or lights in the skies, even back in the day, that could be us, could be aliens, could be both.
Could be both. Could be us in the future.
Could be.
Coming back. Trying to save ourselves. A
Then-
fucking snake in its own tail.
Yeah. The Ouroboros. I like that. I want to put that in the logo, but Bones and Tubbs already had it.
What? Oh, the snake.
Oh,
you
I
know,
think I'm
wearing it.
oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hey-o.
Oh, yep.
That's Bones
There's
and
some
Tubbs shirt.
support.
I didn't even realize. Yeah.
And you're a Patreon
funny.
subscriber. Damn.
Damn.
Bam.
I got my coffee cup in there.
Dedicated.
Nice.
It's usually my go-to, but I got to only do the 6 ounces instead of the 8, so
Why is that?
usually I go because it's too small. It'll overflow. I need to get myself a travel mug.
You,
Right.
you need to do the number 5 size cup. But
Oh, fuck that one.
little espresso.
Anyways, we got some other events here. I'm just gonna go with Phil Schneider.
Yeah, that was the one we have to mention. Phil Schneider, guys.
Lowered down the basket of one of these holes, and about from me to this elderly woman here in the front was sitting a 7-foot tall alien gray. The stench was worse than the worst garbage can you can imagine. The person was or the entity was absolutely horrible. I didn't waste any time. I reached for my pistol. At that time, as an engineer, I didn't have time to carry on. And I killed 2 of them. Yes, they're mortal, and they do die. However, in the process, one of them did this. All I remember is that he just kind of waved his hand in front of his chest, and the next thing I know, this blue beam hit me and just literally opened me up like a fish. And burnt my fingers right off of me. And it was some form of electrical force because the kind of like being hit by a lightning bolt burned all my toenails off of me. Completely crispy crittered my
Oh, that was a
left
great
foot.
clip, wasn't it? He got in an alien shootout in 1979 against some Greys, apparently, in a deep underground military base. He's got a hell of a story. I don't think he cut his own fingers off, but he's missing fingers, and he's got a sweet fucking scar across his whole belly.
Yeah, when he's doing this interview, he ends up showing people, and his fingers are gone, man. He says that they were singed off from some kind of beam weapon.
Yeah, they cut him open, cut his fingers off, and then his chest flayed open.
Oh.
And then he said was it a green beret or a black beret? Fucking
Microwaves.
threw him back in the fucking elevator and to get out of there.
Yeah, so they were just going down there to drill, right? To make some new.
Yeah, they had some technology where they could make 45-foot diameter tunnels at 5 feet an hour, and that's how they just So if there's tunnels that connect military bases all across the country and the world, they're just doing it with this laser tech. Now whatever the fuck they're using.
And they drilled into the wrong spot, and they were met with a bunch of Greys. I guess they just started attacking like crazy.
He said he dropped a couple of them.
Yeah, he said so.
Then so you can't kill these fuckers. But I think they were working with other. Maybe not. I have to go back and.
They bleed that black
Well,
hole.
and
watch the whole stories. I don't know if it was like black ops working with Greys, unknown to them.
We'll do an episode
There's
just
something
on
else
Phil Schneider.
going on in that
Yeah.
area, and they accidentally breached a spot they weren't meant to drill to.
So here's a fun fact: 66 Americans and NATO forces were killed then. That was at Dulce, New Mexico.
And that's supposedly just different levels of different alien races, right?
Yeah.
Working together.
Yeah, he was a geologist, so that's why engineer and geologist for the U.S. government. But Bill Cooper mentions that there was a secret space program already going before Kennedy fucking uttered the words, "Let's go to the moon and back in this decade," and blah, 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 blah. At some point, it was a Soviet and American base up there, and I don't know, they ran out of vodka or something, started fighting each other, and the Soviets held them all hostage, and they killed 66 people.
Yeah, that's another thing.
It's kind of ironic.
That's another thing Corey Good says. He says that the reptilians came down to Hitler at his time, and they were helping out the Germans, giving them, and that was probably the UFOs he saw over Washington there, and that was reptilian technology.
Shit on my motherfucking dick. Reptiles and Nazis.
Man.
Says
and
there's
Nazis,
even
tell you what a rise of power. And
there's even buildings on the moon that are shaped like swastikas.
Yeah, that was already
There's
there.
buildings on the moon?
Yeah.
On the backside of the moon.
On the backside of the moon. Why does the moon not have a rotational axis?
Oh, you know that one's
Oh,
true.
it does. There's a whole other thing about the moon. The lunar wave. Oh, yeah.
Whole other thing about it.
Again, it's
a true Death Star, man. Just watching us.
Yeah. Bill Cooper probably had the best, I don't know, maybe not the best, but I've been listening to him a lot lately about how it's like a couple different options. They're fucking aliens. For sure those are some aliens. Or, nope, that's us fucking around. That's humans. Or it's humans working with aliens. You know, it could be a combination of all these things. And then when it comes down to it, like, okay, why abduct people or whatever, that all comes back into Project Bluebeam.
Oh, man.
Which, yeah.
You ever hear anything about that, Cole?
Tell me about it.
Have you ever seen
Project Bluebeam?
Project Bluebeam is going to be, it's supposed to be our government. They're going to try to plan a fake alien invasion to fool all of us, and we're all just going to go insane.
What would be the gain, though?
Right here.
Panic?
Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory that claims that NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with the Antichrist at its head and start a new world order via technologically simulated second coming. So they'll say aliens are attacking us. Actually, that's step 2, I think. Here you go. Step 1, they're going to break down all archaeological knowledge. They'll fake earthquakes and shit, take down a bunch of old shit, and then they'll find new discoveries inside. Oh, yeah, the pyramids fucking fell down, and then, I don't know, 50 years go by, and they find new shit that discredits everything from before that they obviously will just make. So then they'll say your history's fucking wrong.
Right.
You know? Now believe this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they'll next step is put on a fucking giant space show with holographic lasers and shit to make it look like aliens are either attacking us or it is the second coming of Christ and everyone's fucking religion's either right or wrong. It's just to discredit people's faith.
Or just to cause chaos. 'Cause that's all it would
essentially,
do.
yeah. Like, and then, like, yeah, we all got to get together. And remember, those pyramid shits was fucking wrong, so all your guys' religion's wrong.
That pyramid stuff, way wrong.
We need to band together to get these fucking flying spaghetti monsters or whatever the fuck it's going to be.
And if we already have this type of craft, it's going to be really easy. And if we don't, we have drones that can make it look.
I'm sure that they have big enough flying platforms. It just takes massive amount of fuel. It'd be nuclear powered.
I think they're probably like 30 miles
and
wide.
Just cloud creators.
Yeah, they'll use their technology to make people think that God's talking to them directly in their heads.
Voice of God technology.
Yeah.
Who knows how far ahead
telepathic,
everything
electric,
is.
two-way communication.
Anything we see is like 10-year ago shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, more than that for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So they'll do that. They'll fake an alien invasion in every major city. Then they're gonna fake fucking the rapture is gonna about to happen. So everybody doesn't know. All their religions have been proven wrong, and then they'll say aliens are attacking. They'll look for answers. It's the Hegelian dialect. We'll create a problem, look at your reaction, and give you a solution.
Here comes your God.
Yep.
And then here's your new world order, your new fucking new religion, world religion to control everybody, essentially. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
But
I'm
you know
gonna be
what?
like, I don't know. What would you do if it was so convincing? The second coming of God.
I would already call it bullshit.
Me too. Well, I mean, I'd be like, no.
As it's
way.
happening.
I think you really
No
would.
way.
Bullshit.
I had a dream the other night.
Bullshit, cracking up beer.
I had a dream the other night. I was working at fucking Home Depot for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a bad dream.
Probably driving a forklift.
Yeah, just putting shit away or whatever. And it's like, oh, we just got nuked by the Russians. And I'm going around this place going, no, we didn't. Nukes aren't even fucking real. Why would the Russians bother us? They're white. We're white. Come on. We don't attack each other. And then fake earthquakes started happening and shit. And it was like, yeah, even in my own dream, I was calling bullshit on a fucking nuke attack.
Yeah, he'll do it in real life too. So I think that'll about wrap this one up. And I think just because we talked about Blue Beam there in the end, we should definitely do our next episode on that.
We can.
Focus just on Blue Beam.
It's going to be good.
Maybe Cole could join us for that one, or somebody else.
I like Blue Beam, yeah.
Trying to get everybody in this community
I'll do a little bit of
involved.
research and check it out.
If you look up Max Egan on YouTube or whatever, the Crow House, he had like some Blue Beam shit going on with him. He said he was hit with like a beam of light or whatever, but made him think that he saw the world as it really was, and the Earth's fucking flat, and all this shit was like pushed into his fucking brain. And then it took him like a couple weeks to come back and be like, I don't know what the fuck, the Earth ain't fucking flat, man. I don't know what the fuck that was.
He's like, why did I think that?
Yeah, but so I don't know if that was just him getting too comfortable and they had to fuck with him, or just a demonstration. It's like, yeah, we can do this whenever we want, dude. Yeah. It's just a matter of time. So yeah.
Alter your time and alter your mind. And
we'll get to that.
And lube you up with a bunch of alien KY jelly.
Yeah. You said you wouldn't mind that one, right?
Not at all.
All right, you guys
not
heard
if it was a redhead Nordic.
They hear you right now, man.
I know. Bring it on.
They can find us easy.
I can't be gone for more than like 2 days. I got work.
2 days. They'll age regress you.
It doesn't matter. Time won't
you go
pass.
right back.
Yeah.
Yep. Come right back. All right. Thanks again for joining us there, Stone Cold.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
This is definitely a
Baal Podcast,
more interesting topic, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Spiral, for the songs again.
Oh, yeah. Spiral, thank you.
Enjoy.
When these events have transpired and our alien takeover will be complete, your freedom will never be returned, and you will live in slavery for the remainder of your life. You had better wake up, and you had better do it now.
Like what? What are we talking about here?
Say